Hi, Howie Rosenberg here, continuing on with my Aweber series. Today is Thursday, December 11th, 2014. And when we left off yesterday, we were creating follow-up and broadcast emails. Now, one of the things I mentioned was that when you work on a follow-up series, that one of your other options is something called campaign sharing. And what we have here is, I'm going to show you a little bit about that. You can actually put in what they call a predefined campaign by entering in a campaign code. Now, where you would get this campaign code would be from another system. For instance, I work with a system called My Lead System Pro, okay, and they supply pre-written emails that I can bring in here just by putting in a campaign code. So let me show you some of the emails that we get from them and how you can use them for yourself. Okay, so you can see here's the follow-up series. This is the original follow-up series that I got from them. You can see there's a bunch of emails in here. But now the thing is that once you copy these emails into your autoresponder, into Aweber for that list, well, what you can actually do at that point is you can go in and you could edit any of these emails. You know, this is the way the email actually looks when they first give it to you. You can see it's not in this. This is the HTML section. It's actually in the plain text section. We'll get into more about that as we go along too. But I could actually change anything I want in any of these emails. What they're doing is they're giving me a series of emails, and it's up to me to decide how much of that I want to use and how much of that I want to change. And you know, you could use one of these messages, you could use all of these messages. It's really up to you. This is a suggestion from them to tell you a little bit more about what they think is a great sales presentation. So that's up to you, but it's probably a good way to get started when you're first starting so that you don't have to create all of these emails by yourself. Now, the other thing you might notice here is that there is this field in brackets here, first name fix on this first email. And you'll see if you look inside the email that there's also some other ones inside of here. Okay, and what those are the variables I was talking about, and I'll explain to you how to do that in the later video. But this is something we can actually pick up when somebody actually puts in their first name. We could actually pick it up, so if his name is Joe, when the email actually goes out, rather than saying, hi, first name fix, it'll say, hi, Joe. Okay, now, there's different schools of thought on whether that's a good thing, but this has been working for a long time. But now the school of thought is, well, people are kind of used to that, so maybe you don't actually need to put their name in here, but it's an option if you want to use it. So that's as far as I'm going to go today. We're going to go into more information as we go along, but I'm actually going to put the Aweber series on hold for right now, because the next thing I want to go into is creating what they call forms and how to attach those forms to lead capture pages. And that's going to take more than one session probably to go through. And actually next week, during the week, I'm going to be on the road for the entire week. Now, I will be creating videos, but probably not about Aweber as I'm on the road. And then when I return the following week, we'll pick up the Aweber series where we left off here, and we'll go through some more information. And in fact, next Tuesday, I'm going to be meeting with one of my mentors. We're going to be doing an all-day coaching session with 6 of us with our mentor. And I expect to get some really good information out of that. So I'll be sharing that with you either Tuesday night or Wednesday. Anyway, this is Howie Rosenberg. If you want to contact me, you can reach me on Facebook at Howie Rosenberg Coach or Howie Rosenberg Fan Page. If you want to look for me on Instagram, it's Howie Rosenberg. If you want to email me, that's howie@neweconomyrules.com. And if you want to call me, you can reach me at 813-618-7257. So have a good day. I will talk to you tomorrow, but probably not about the Aweber series. Have a good day.